sisters, and we are after the confession for our Caregiving Youth Hidden in Plain Sight series. Hey, Jay, who are we with today?
We're with Kaylin Jean Lewis, and she is we should have just kept on going with her podcast. We got that 45-minute limitation, but now we get to ask all kinds of questions.
Now I'm going to ask you about your boyfriend, and so okay. Yeah. We have had so much fun. You've got so many great things going on. You so much words of wisdom. I'm like, I have all these things. I'm like, oh, there's so many questions I want to ask you. But
the note page is like crazy. It's like,
I'm like, I got you, girl. Got all the notes. So, okay. So I have to ask the teeny bopper question. So, do you have a boyfriend?
I don't. I am single.
Oh my gosh, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. So, so how was dating? Let's talk about dating, because we talk about the adults with caregiving.
Remember, she's only 18. I mean,
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She alive. She a girl. She got a boyfriend. So how was trying to have a boyfriend, or really for reals? Like, did you feel like you had time for a boyfriend? Because I don't even know if you have time for a boyfriend.
I felt like I had time. It just, life is life. The best way I can put it is, caregiving was never a thing that I feel like is ever going to be anything that's a problem for my relationship. My thing is, if you can't handle that, I'm a caregiver. We're not talking. But my main thing is, in everything, like even in relationships, I think the hardest part with dating is literally just people. Because y'all see that I have a stacked resume and I do a lot of things, people think that I'm on go 100% of the time. And I'm like, I'm just a girl. A girl. And so a lot of times people are just intimidated by me, especially guys. Like, I don't know why.
Especially guys your age. I'm sure, like, I know, like, when I think about our nephews, and they'd be like, oh no, we can't go anywhere near that girl. She's way too smart.
She's way too smart.
No, she is way too smart.
I don't know if that's what it is. I really don't know. But I mean, I don't bite. I'm nice. Yeah. I mean, I do things, but I'm not like a lot of people. And some people do a lot of stuff because they want to do a lot of stuff. I genuinely just like my community. I like giving back. So a lot of the things that I do have brought attention, but I don't do things for attention. I don't do things to get people on my radar. It just kind of happened that way. So I'm just a normal person. Dating can definitely be very hard, especially in college. Everybody's figuring themselves out.
I'm telling you, but you're like you're a 40-year-old mind in an 18-year-old body, because you have so much lived experience. Yeah, I could see where it would be intimidating and hard to relate for guys, like to be like, holy cow, like you're well spoken. So let's like tick off the things. You started a nonprofit at how old?
I was 10 years old.
So you started you started your nonprofit, and you have not one but 2 radio shows. You do public speaking, you do advocacy, and
she's got all social media platforms covered. She's,
and so if I were an 18-year-old boy, even if I were a 25-year-old boy,
probably 30.
I'd be like,
my husband's 63. I don't know whether he'd be like, oh my gosh, he is way intimidating.
Yeah, like I think that's really where it comes down to. And so, I think that's, to achieve whatever normalcy is, like what is normal, honestly?
Yeah, that's a good question. What is normal? I haven't seen it in the last few years. I don't know. Yeah. But I found my new normal. I just wake up every day with the new agenda. Somebody's like, hey, can you do this? Sure. If it works for my let's do it today. Like I'm definitely the person. I think this year, especially being 18, about to go into 19, I think the biggest thing that I've done has been open to new possibilities and new things. I'm a lot more adventurous than I used to be, and a lot more open to stuff. And so I think that's what has allowed me to truly live and enjoy life.
Wow. Now, you go to school at Florida A&M, right?
I do.
And so are you? Are you a rising freshman, rising sophomore?
I am. I don't even know how to classify it, honestly.
Because you got your associate's degree, but this is what year in college are you? Have you just finished first year or second year?
I finished my first year at the
So-
university, but I'm classified as a junior. Technically, I'm
Right.
probably about 3 credits away from being a senior, but I'm not rushing that. A lot of people think that I got that associate's degree because I just wanted to get out of there. I did that for financial security.
Yes.
That above all. But yes, I'm going into my senior year, but I'm also not in a rush thinking about minoring just so that I have that extra time as well because I do really enjoy being in college. Now, I don't want to be there forever because college is a scam and I fell for it, but I'm not going to keep falling for the rest of my life. So I do plan to get as much as I can out of it, and I've definitely made a lot of connections. I'm just looking forward to all that is in store.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like football games and basketball games and going to parties and doing the things that you do. Like I remember when JJ and I were college back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth compared to you. And like there were like little teeny arms and we had little teeny arm parties. And we were T-Rexes. And so but yeah, I think that's so important. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like do you look back, especially on your high school years? It's not as much your middle school because your middle school is kind of blurry. You know what I mean? Like high school is much more. I think you have so much more awareness. Do you have those moments you're like, gosh, I wish I could have done that?
Yes.
What would be the one thing you wish you could have done?
I wish I would have went to more homecoming dances, but that's because I also was in marching band, like I said. And so we kind of had to choose. The days where they would have homecoming was the day where we had our MPA, which was our musical performance assessment. And that was like a big thing. That's like the championship to everybody else. And I couldn't miss that. So I only got to go to my junior and senior prom, but I just think that I feel like a lot of us were robbed of high school. I did not get the end of my 9th grade year because of COVID. And so I was home. And then 10th grade was the option to either go back in person or be remote. But because I was caring for my grandmother, I didn't want a chance getting her sick or getting the virus. So I did online school for a year. So I wish I got the whole 10th grade year back, honestly, to just, be in high school one more year. And then because I was doing my dual enrollment journey, I was on campus all of junior year. It was very fun, got to my peak. And then senior year, I was at TCC. So when I would come back for senior events, everybody was like, you still go here? And I'm like, yes, I still go here.
Are you enrolled? Are you a professor?
I'm not. It was very funny because I definitely wish I got some of those moments back, but I also don't regret it because I feel like everything that I've done has allowed me to have fun. I'm definitely having the fun that I wanted to have in high school, in college now, enjoying time with my friends, doing funny, crazy things, but just enjoying being where I'm at. I think that there was so much that got into it, but I do miss those small things like the homecoming dances. I really do wish I got more of those.
I want you to tell our listeners where they can find you because everything has a little bit different name. So tell me about the foundation. Tell me about radio shows. Like, tell me how we can find you. How can we track you down?
So above all else, you could go to www.Kaylin's Caring Connection. That's the powerhouse of everything that I'm going to say. But on that website, it has why I got started, who I am. It talks about my organization called Kaylin's Caring Connection. Started in 2016. It has blossomed in ways that I did not think it was going to. I started it by literally just going to TMH in Tallahassee Memorial Hospital, and we were just giving out teddy bears to the children in the Children's Center because they go through surgeries all the time, and they have this chest that after every time they go out of surgery, they can pick a toy to say good job for making it through your treatment. And I just wanted them to feel nice because I know that on Christmas I get certain gifts, but I know they don't always have family. So it started off with that. We gave back there, and it's continued over the years, expanding to now I'm able to help the homeless. I do an annual We Got Your Back service day where I'm able to give backpacks full of toiletries to the homeless. I, of course, created a component for youth caregivers so that they're recognized, they're honored, they understand that there are people there, and I'm able to celebrate them. And so that website, you can see pretty much all I've done on there, the media that was covered for it, the different pictures. I'm on Instagram at Kaylin Cares 15. That's my business one. But for those who want to see a little bit more about what I do professionally and just personally, you can follow me at _inspiringk21. That's what I'm on. On Facebook, it's Kaylin's Caring Connection. On LinkedIn, it's Kaylin's Caring Connection. And the cool thing, because I love to be different, connection is spelled with the K, KCK.
That's
and
exactly
so
right.
That is how you can find me. As far as the radio shows, that kind of came as another component because I say everything I do is inspired by something. And so, for transparency, my parents actually ended up getting a divorce in about, I think it was around 2017. Mm-hmm. And so, after it happened, I just needed a space to release everything I was feeling because that's a lot. You start caregiving and a divorce at the same time. Do y'all understand? That's a lot. And so my whole life was changing. And I needed a space to be able to care for myself, but also encourage people. And it started off as therapy that I could just do in front of a mic. And then it just turned into me encouraging other people. I started on YouTube and Facebook, then got the opportunity to bring it to a local radio station, Hallelujah 95.3. And I've had that radio platform for about 2 years now, where I've done encouraging moments, but I've also pivoted to discussing hot topics going on in our country and just locally, because there are a lot of stuff that people need to talk about. I love picking people's brains. That's probably why I chose journalism. It's just something that I like to do. And after doing that, now being at FAMU, being in journalism, because I have the talk show side, I didn't really have the programming DJ side of radio. And I decided I wanted to try something new, get outside of my comfort zone. Like I said, being open to new possibilities.
Free time.
And this year I started on WANM FM 90.5, the Flavor Station, as an on-air personality with my show, Feel Good Vibes and Motivation, because I play music, but I still include motivational breaks in there to still continue my big motto of I aspire to inspire until I expire. So it's all connected in everything.
I'm going to find like all of it. I'm going to be like, because I'm in Florida the majority of the time. I'm like, okay, I know it's Tallahassee, but I am going to get these stations. I'm going to be like, all right,
We're listening to Kaylin.
I am inspired. Everything that you've shared with us today, I am truly inspired.
Thank you so much for blessing us, Kaylin. This has been so much fun, and I really see a future for you. I feel like I really feel like you're going to be president one day. I'm going to call it. Kaylin's going to be president one day. It'll probably. I hate to tell you this, Kaylin. You're going to have to wait till you're 45.
I know.
I have full confidence that if give you another couple of years, I'd be fine to vote for you at 25. But I don't know that we're going to be able to change that law. And honestly, everybody'd be too darn intimidated by you, girl. So, you know what? Watch out, world, because Kaylin Jean Lewis is coming after you. And these sisters are right behind you, lifting you up and speaking your name and speaking you into grace. So thank you so much for being with us, Kaylin. You have been a blessing.
Thank you all so much. I'm just so grateful to now be connected with you and for you inviting me on this podcast episode. This was awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening to After the Confession. And until we confess again, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.